So there's all the seat in correctly now. It's all been welded up. Looks really nice. As I said, the red bit here is the original base, and obviously black is all the new seat. So as I said before, these David Browns are a bit strange. That's off. This is all going to be finished up, and you have to pull this out for on. So I'll just see if she'll start. So she runs pretty sweet. A really nice little tractor. Okay, so we've now painted this. We've got to turn these over and paint the underneath. This is the front loader bit, but I have to wait for them to, yeah. And I think they're still white underneath, aren't they? Yep. Yeah, so the underneath still got to be done. Ah, no, they've had a coat, but they need a second coat. So I've got another litre of red. Alright. So, there's those two done. The last two bits are in here, which is the side arms. Unfortunately, these have to be cut. They're extremely heavy. Thickness, as you can see, but they're going to have to be cut somewhere in the middle and then repainted. But we primed them anyway, so keep them from getting rusty. And then so the Mark III Mini's got a little bit of a pink tinge to it now. No bother. So there we are. We're in good shape. So, the mission this week is to try and get this front piece sorted out. I think I had an idea from a friend of mine, Martin Reed. He said maybe check and see if those Massey Ferguson lights will fit in the back there, because I'm a bit concerned about when the front loader comes up and down here that the arms don't hit the lights. It doesn't need lights on it, we'll never use it in the dark, but I've got them anyway, so I'll give it a try. Obviously all this is going to have to be all welded first before we lead load it, but I will lead load it, put new strips on here, and then we're good to go. So we'll see how that works out. So we just stuck the front on it. I've welded these two big main washers here and here. And here's just painted up this last. So yeah, I've got to work out exactly what we need. But these lights, they've got the proper David Brown lights they've got. They must be quite narrow to get in there, because it's right up against that air box there, or that oil bath air filter. So yeah, put that cap on. And I've got to redo this here. I must have leant on it and bent it so it's flat here. That should go to the curvature of that. So it's very light metal, so it's no problem. We'll just put something under it here, and I'll see if I can't bring it down a bit, because it kind of tapers towards the back. But even so, quite nice when it's done. And the David Brown stickers will be coming with in September with Martin, and he's going to get the David Brown 880 Solitomatic stickers and the David Brown badge for the front. I'll just put a piece of wood in there, see if I can pull that down a bit. Yeah, so what I was thinking with the mesh is I'll put it on welded bolts or studs, and then just have a little T-bar on it so you can take it out to get to the battery. I think that's going to be the way to go. And as I said, I think with this, what I'll do is weld it all, clean it all up with a grinder, weld it all where it needs to be welded, like here where it's folded, here, and so on, and get some more dents out of it, and then lead load this. I think that's going to be the way to go. And as I say, I think they will go on there. Obviously they'll be painted. Oh, that hole's quite tight there. Again, there's a lot of distortion, a lot of damage to this, but it's not a show tractor. It's I want to be able to use it as a implement. It'll never do what it was designed for. It won't plough or anything like that, because I don't need it to do that. We haven't got enough land. Not that I'd want to anyway. But I would like to make this lift frame on the front here, and I'll do it with this front loader system. So we have a couple of buckets. We have one there. This is a bucket style, and then there's another bucket with spikes on it for lifting garden refuge and what have you. So what I'm thinking is, this is where the bucket would normally go. This is a latch system for it. The idea of that is it's a gravity tilt. So instead of being hydraulically dumped, you pull that latch and it just dumps. And then when you want to relatch it, you put this thing back down on the ground. So what I'm thinking is we'll attach this lift frame to this. I mean, we could theoretically make a lifting frame on that, but that would mean we'd have to keep the hydraulics on. You'd have to get up and down off it, which is what we're trying to avoid. The whole point of the exercise is that we can plant it in the ground, the lift frame on the tractor, stop the tractor, handbrake on, and he can lift himself up and down, or me, or whoever's doing the trees can lift themselves up and down on a electric winch. So they're completely independent to go where they are, because it's not a good idea to move with people on these things, and then start using ladders. So that's the principle. I'll show you that over the next few weeks when I make up the design. So on that note, as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and we'll catch you in the next one.